Class, I'm working on another clip here to inspire you to make some progress on researching and gathering data for your four-part project. So we're in Blackboard, and I want to just give you a couple of ideas. Now, you might have your own way of going at things, but this is our chance then to open up the assignment. So I'm going to seminars. Right here, left navigate, seminars. You'll be working through that a lot. Remembering again, you're seeing some stuff here that because I'm the instructor, I've got a different layout with some course management stuff and some other things. But you have a seminar 1 and it is open. So get in there. This is where here it is, reading. You're expected to read those first 3 chapters. And your discussion questions. Copy these things. I'll refer to copying a lot of time. Learn how to copy. Left click, hold. Right click, copy. Paste these into a Word doc. And then do your best. You can see these first ones, we don't expect you to know all the answers here. We'll re-examine this at the end of the class. And then you're asked to do a strategic plan on yourself. I made some reference to that in one of my clips. And there's a lot of value here. I gave you a personalized SWOT link for the icebreaker that supports this also. And this gets revisited later. It drives a lot of personalizes this thing for you and drives some value. And then there's a third question. Here's my hint here. Look into chapter 3 towards the end, and you'll get some ideas on how this can be accomplished. Okay, but here's our marketing project. Okay, I'm left clicking, and it's loading down here. I'm going to enable my editing. So here we are, marketing project. Each student will be responsible for completing the following guidelines for the project. You must choose a business to investigate. This business must be a producer of a product or a provider of a service. I discussed products versus services and explained some of the potential hazards. Service can be a little bit more difficult for our class purposes. This business can be of any size, so it can be easier to access information about larger businesses. If you're going to choose a local company, you must make sure you got access to the information you're going to need to fulfill the project requirements, okay? You're going to submit this. I need to see it. I provided you a spot in the discussion board to submit this, follow those instructions, and give me an idea there. So here's part 1. This is due week 2. And it's fairly straightforward, right? Describe the company, examine the core business, etc. Identify the mission, types of products, describe the industry, and then identify the 4 P's of the product / service that you're going to be using for this project. So right out of the chute here, you're asked to identify that product / or service that you're going to view. And so I'm not going to read the rest of this now. I want to give you a tip here. And here's section 3 where we look at the environmental things. This is section 3 that I told you is big and difficult. And then section 4. Well, look what I'm going to do, guys. I realize I may be going off screen here a little bit for you. I'm going to file. I'm going to save this thing. I'm going to save it as Jane Doe worksheet. Okay? Worksheet for the marketing project. Whatever. You save it for something that you know how to recover it. Save. Now, guys, I'm going to get in here. And as I identify, whether it's in the text or a link or whatever, I'm going to expand this and note, page 273 in the text. Maybe I capture a quote or a link from their website or something. I'm going to start filling in some data here. I'm going to have this. Maybe I print this out, but I'm going to create a worksheet here that might eventually, maybe it becomes even your rough draft, and you can, then eliminate the things around it. But save this as a Word doc and get ahead of the curve. You're going to be covering a lot of this stuff incrementally as you go through. So as you familiarize yourself with this document, it's going to be a lot easier when you see things that we're discussing to go in here and make some notes, so that when the time comes together for you to put together your paper, you've got a fighting chance of knowing where your resources are at. So that's my tip on this thing in a little overview. You can see there's a lot to this. There's no tests in this class, so this is the make or break. And specifically these last two parts, there's 200. It's a 5th year grade, and then the final week, part 4 is due. There's another 5th of your grade. So give me some feedback. There's other ways to go about this. I just want students to have a fighting chance. Hope you find some value in this.